Hello world, we're live, it's me, the Jcrow, and today we're in Adobe Animate, continuing to animate your lovely OCs. 3, 2, 1, canvas reveal. Boom. For those that don't recognize it yet, it's the Just Be Competent meme, or some people call it reboot meme. It's just like a cute animation of people's characters and fan characters and fandom characters doing a little sway dance, but I did it with your characters instead. We went for a rainbow theme with the colours, although part of me is tempted to actually colour them. We're trying to make them actually look cute and not like messy. So, how has everyone been? Dude, bro, I see her. I think she got green. She is. It's very faint at the moment. She's fourth along. So I'm going to plan line art and shading, because either way there'll be shades. But I think doing a little rainbow colour pattern with them is going to be cute. I was also considering actually giving them their eyes instead of having the closed eye, because a lot of your characters have pretty and like they have detailed eyes, okay? A lot of the expression can go there. But yeah, I basically used the Discord to get a lot of them, dude, bro. You see her. I don't know, something about Homestuck told me green would be a fitting colour, so I went with green. And we're starting with Holly, which is Skelly's OC. And Skelly's in chat a lot. They are one of the long-time viewers as well. Quite a lot of you are long-term viewers. I do appreciate it. It really does encourage me to actually continue. I've been making plans to try and get back on the ball with Jack and Colby again. And I have shared some art, some Colby art by Glisten recently on my community posts. So last stream, I mentioned a story when I was in like primary school, kindergarten age, where I had a friend who was like, I was mad at my sister, so I filled her drink with soap, and I was like, whoa. And I think chat was like, that's some Colby antics. And Glisten went and drew a little illustration of Colby filling the Ziplord's drink with soap. I feel like it's very accurate. More accurate Colby. It did make me laugh too, because I wasn't tagged. It was on so it just spawned on my front page, on my homepage for YouTube. It was just like spotting Colby in the wild. And he was up to shenanigans. It was definitely an experience. It's like, is that Colby? That's Colby! Spotted. Mochi Stars Arts. Also, if you want to see Kara's shoes, click the full image. I'm a long-time viewer as well. You are. I think most people in chat have been watching the stream for. You're probably all having your 1 year anniversary realistically around about now. Or by now. I know Baboki's been over a year because they shared content on Discord showing it. Cara, you've been here over a year. Squeaky's been here since I first started streaming, a little bit longer. So has Astroblaze, I think. So I think Astroblaze and Squeaky, it's probably coming up around 7-ish years, right? But they followed me because they knew me. Before I streamed. I think Rayne and Skelly are pretty old followers, so are Halo. I'm trying to think of characters like people that I met like really. I think Nightwatch has been here for quite a while too. Misty definitely has been around for a while. So I think a lot of you are just like frequent, which is very sweet. I can't get this curve right. Do you remember last stream, if you were here, I said I struggle with these type of hats a lot? Me. Me right now. I just can't get the curve right. The head's here. We'll just try and follow the one that was already there. It's a chibi, so the men look like the big head. But like the brim of the hat throws off the size to me, so I struggle sometimes. Here you go. Dubro, I've been here since that Miku meme. The first Miku meme, the Miku 100. So that is also over a year now. So you've been here over a year. So thinking I could make them wink with like the one eye so the wink's still consistent, but then I could do like the open eye on the other side. Because it's like with Holly, she has little stars in her eyes and that's cute. Kara needs shoes because she's got no feet at the minute. I'm not used to drawing Colby that if I draw stars in the eyes of a character, it's always going to start as a pentagram now. There's always going to be a pentagram that I then fill in. If hers is a different colour, it's more like that. And we'll just do like a simple top-down shading on them, I guess. Hi Sarah, welcome. Not a long-time viewer, but I like a lot seeing you animate as it's chill. I'm glad you enjoy the streams. And Astro Blaze, I was here when you were still streaming on Twitch. I didn't stream on Twitch for long. I ended up in hospital for the first time, like promptly after, so that didn't last long. But that definitely was a while ago. YouTube's been a lot friendlier, I think. We'll probably do like a little blush as well. That's cute. The only issue with the shading is I'm going to have to make sure it's consistent on each of them. And if we're going for top down, I could just... That kind of implies that the shading's behind the character though. At the minute, the arm's kind of covering that though. So we can move that shadow across the torso as the characters move. But an example of getting them... Monochrome's probably the wrong word. But we'd be having them all shaded in shades of like their colour for each rainbow piece we do, I guess. So in theory, we'd be looking at something along these lines. So what's everyone actually been up to today anyway? What have you all been doing? Could probably also do slightly darker. I could do multiple tones actually. To mix it up, rather than shading it like that, we could just shade the character wholly. This character's getting to be the tester character. Could actually work better if we do something like this instead. So instead of shading them, we're using values to colour them. Like this stylistically, I think is fitting the rainbow theme better, probably. Something a little darker there. A bit darker on the belt. And I'm going to keep the eye light colour though. Because I know people will pick specific colour shades too. So this also keeps the colour palettes relevant, the ones that have relevancy. Oops. I think it's cute. It'll make it a little bit more visually interesting. It's something different. Mochi, you know that was Ash. No work. You're currently drawing Prince John right now. Prince John, my enemy. Dude, bro. All I've been doing is watching Super Strikers all day. Fair enough. Uh, Dude, bro, you want to watch Super Strikers clawing at your walls? Why can't you watch it now? Speak for the trees. Oh no, the Lorax is here. Hi. Delete your channel. I subscribed. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I'm currently doing line art. We're doing a rainbow themed version with chat's characters, so with your OCs, to make a little what did I say it was called again? I'm on to You Die for Astro Blaze next. So when this is done, I will make it into an actual compressed animation and release it. I could release stills of the characters on Discord if anyone wants those, but the PNGs aren't going to be. They're going to be in this, like. If you want them, I can release them. Which does arts? Who wants Kara? Me. Me. I'm right here. What am I? Delete your channel. You should not delete your channel. I'm getting mixed messages. Are you saying that I should not delete my channel? Not delete channel. Oh, I forgot to get orange. I'm back. I'm not sure what to put in the background of this. Wow, that was wobbly. How are you doing? Delete your channel. Are you an artist too, or you just like enjoy art streams? I don't know. You should not delete your channel, question mark. That means I should delete my channel. Mochi, I tagged you. Did you tag me in Prince John? Do I have to look my enemy in the eye? I'm gonna fight him. For Halloween, I'm going as Prince John's enemy. I need to make an OC. And the OC can just be Prince John OP. I'm gonna make a character that's just like, what kind of context? I don't know. I mean, like Reggie's a pop star and stuff, so pretty modern. So it'd be like a modern monster themed humanoid, and I can just make them the biggest horror deserves better peasant. We're gonna make t-shirts. Says this guy sucks. For those that don't know, Mochi Star's Arts OC Kara is in an arranged marriage with a guy called John. She don't like him. Kara doesn't like him, so I don't like him. I'm trying to see what you tagged me in. Oh yeah, and I also need to see what kind of shoes Kara actually has when I get to Kara. I'm not seeing the tag at the moment, Mochi. Astroblaze, me one. I will add it to the pile. I can post the PNGs. Well, I don't think it exports as a PNG. I think it exports as a JPEG from Adobe Animate, unfortunately. But I can share all of the individual frames to Discord in the EuroC section. So for those that do have Discord and like art servers, we do have an art server. It's having some fun updates as well. But there is a whole section of that server dedicated to your OCs. Now, you can post your OCs and your lore anywhere you want in the server that's relevant, like work in progress and feedback. There's a place for animations, like you can share them whatever you want. But if you share them into the Your OCs section, it means there's a chance that I will pick them at random to draw or animate on streams, and that's where I got quite a few of these characters from. It's also the section that I can share the art I do make the characters into. How many cuts are on this sleeve, bro? One. Okay. I make sure this lines up because that's going to look nice. Because they're both wearing a belt and they both have kind of like a skirted shape to the bottom. I know Yodai's isn't a skirt, it's just... Oh, now I see the tag. Let the notification for your channel, Mochi. My day was kind of uneventful. Pebble did not like the idea of letting me sleep last night, actually. He was quite rude. Oh, this guy's a bow, not a bow, belt. Delete your channel. Can you draw me? You posted what you tagged in the community posts. Okay. Is it Kara's shoes, perchance? She's currently got her feet out free on the internet. I think I just didn't draw her feet, to be honest. I could draw you during request streams. So it's like if you were here yesterday when I drew all the OCs for this and you requested then. If I'm doing requests and like OCs and stuff, I can draw people instead if, you know, people are comfortable sending a photo or a persona somewhere. So at the moment I'm finishing off this one. But I can draw you in future request streams if you wanted, if you're still around then. We need to get the freckles distributed correctly on this character as well. I'm gonna make this... It's in a different color so that I can edit it easier. And we get to right on a diagonal. Concentrating, silent mode, sorry. Nope, that's a rectangle. It needs to be a square. Oh, that's much more square. Hey, that's better. Also need to get my line art back to the right size. There we go. Delete my account. Me, now I want you to draw my profile picture. Yeah, that is also something I can do. I've drawn Roblox avatars in this as well. So I think there's a mixture of some of them, it was the character was their Roblox OC. And some of them were just like Roblox avatars, but like I can draw whatever's requested because it's request streams. Like if it's requested drawn a request stream and it's not going to make me uncomfortable, I can draw it. For example, the only sus request I'm going to do is an Among Us. I will draw your Among Us OC. There you go. This one's orange, it can be Udai. Wait, what did your shoes look like, bro? They look like that. Follow the shoe. These are just like join lines, seams, shoe seams. I need a thinner brush. There you go. Had to set the brush size to microscopic for that one. Typically British Chris, it's the Sprog. Hi Sprog, how you doing? How's your week gone? You're at the end of it. Are you gonna chill for your weekend? Are you gonna get the new Demon Hunters skin on Fortnite? Who has got the new Demon Hunters skin on Fortnite? And who are you playing as? Rumi, Mira, or Zoe? Mochi, did you see what I tagged you? Not yet. Delete your channel. Do I have to have Discord to request, or can I just request it here and now? Well, during a future request stream, so when I'm taking requests again, which are fairly frequent on the channel, but at the moment I'm currently finishing off some. Then yeah, you can request in chat. It's just I usually start with Discord. Some of them are more and less detailed. This is a bit of an easier one. Delete your channel. I forgot I have to drop kick toddlers today. See you later, chat. Like the stream and subscribe so I might be back next stream. Bye for now. Delete your channel. Have fun. Thank you for subscribing. Enjoy drop kicking toddlers. Hopefully it's not too literal. Oh no, we got an orange dot on Holly. That's going to be there. They're not orange. Bye, delete your channel as a sentence. That sounds wrong. Fair. Sprog said good and yes. So that means you are getting the Demon Hunters skins. And who are you going to play as? So we have jumped up to 7 likes on the video. That is really impressive, actually. Thank you. All right, brush size again. I'm just hoggling through to get the right brush size again to compare it to Holly. So the mouth sizes are a bit more consistent. I'm getting messages. I'm kind of nervous to answer. Right, so the freckles on this character, that's the back of his head. They're across the cheeks and nose, the neck, which we can't see, and on the top of the arms specifically. They're going to be represented as perfect little spots because it's the brush I'm using. Cute though. You won't be able to see them on the top of that arm because they're not, that's the bottom. At least I think. Should I hit the pose? Hit the emote? Yeah, that's the bottom of the arm. What kind of eye I'd give them though if I do open the eyes? Something I'm not taking into account. Like, how cartoony do we want to go? Like this standard cartoon eyes? Astroblaze just have noticeably more on his arms than his face. Can clean up the face a little. Reposition some of the speckles. Oops. Don't want overlapping actually. Better? I don't know. To be honest, with the level of chibbiness of it, I feel like the little circle eyes or the big goofy letter N I are kind of more applicable to this. Like, look at the style, it's very silly, you know? I don't want to over detail them for what they are. But it looks silly having them all be like though. I could change up the eyes though. I think for consistency, it's better to just keep the closed eye, to be honest. Either have them all open or have them all closed. What do we think? Open eyes or closed eyes? I'll put a poll up. But because they're all changing, keeping certain expressions similar. But we should probably keep it one or the other. Because if their faces is rapidly changing expressions, I think it's going to be too much. But we'll let chat decide. There's a poll up currently asking whether you think we should have the closed eye or the open eyes. I think the closed eyes look more peaceful, to be honest. I feel like they fit the vibe. For now, we'll leave them faceless. Oh, we're on Jokey next. Jokey got like a yellow colour. Typically British Chris, can you draw a squirrel, please? From memory? Scroll from memory. Just so you... Let's try. I'm in Adobe Animate as well, so you're getting like chunky line art right now. I wonder if it'll end up looking more like a mouse. You're an acorn. Goofing that arm. Like, how did it look? I know they have big tail. There you go. Scroll. With a party hat. It's the birthday. It's the birthday. Gotta vote for open eyes. Oh, Saran, I misvoted. I vote open eyes. Is that line art side right? Yes, it's also turned orange. Good job, we drew a squirrel. So has anyone done any art this week? What kind of art have people been up to? I know we've seen some paintings and stuff in Discord. Anyone done any OC work? Or art for school? Fun creative projects. I have done no art for school. I know. Surprising. Or have you got boring tasks for school? And if so, how can you make them fun? I found that often, if you're creative enough, you can find ways to turn things like essays into something fun that you actually care about. Talking from experience on that one. Oops, you die, not you. I wonder what kind of background to put on this, really. Astroblaze, more mission art, but not enough of it. Typical British Chris, I like it, Picasso. Picasso squirrel. What's the poll currently on? I've not coloured U-dye yet because I was going to wait for the expression. Jokey is wearing a mask, so he is an exception to the rule, because the facial expression wouldn't change on a mask. So some characters where when I'm looking at them, I'm seeing fixed character traits that don't change or won't change. They're keeping the same face regardless. For example, it's more like Doots. I'm not going to suddenly give Doots a mouth. So I've been doing Inktober and drawing the crown prompt right now with my Roblox character. Nice. I've had since 14 for nostalgia, as she has a white crown. Oh, that's cute. Long-term OC as well. I mean, potentially, for all I know, you're 14 and a half. My oldest OC, I've had them for 20 minutes. I just remember to do the teeth on Jokey's hat as well. God, they look so much less ugly now. They're not just line arts. Imagine the noise this character makes when they sway like this for real. They got jingles on the hat. I also jingle. I have bells on like my keyrings and bags and stuff. Only a little bit of jingle as a treat. Is it warding away fairies or luring them in? Time will tell. Secretly, I'm the fairy. If it's me, I'm the spirit. Don't tell anyone, though. Look at Jokey's sleeves. Gosh, I've not slept properly in a week. My doctor has given me sleeping pills because I can't sleep. I literally have an app that's been tracking my sleep as well and being like, yeah, no, nothing. You've been awake this whole time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it says after taking no awake pill. If it doesn't work, I quit. So these are meant to be puff sleeves. So I'll put like some little dots there. Swan draws. No, help me. I've had it since 2020. I'm 18. Time goes by so fast. So when I was 13. What? Did you take some low-key psychic damage? For all I know, you're like 14. I mean, you're quite talented for 14. There's that. Oh. I think Jokey is stripy pants, does he? Yeah. We have to add stripes. Pom-poms on the shoe as well. Must have detail for jesters. What do people prefer, jesters or clowns? And why am I confident that the winning answer is going to be clowns? Just jesters. Suspicious jesters are going to win that one. Thinking I probably should do Inktober. Dude Bros is next, not Dude Bro. Currently, we've got a 60% vote for Closed Eye. Closed eyes are winning. Magoki, hi! Wayo's here. Hi, Wayo. Everyone say hi to Wayo, the bird. See, my issue, Mochi, is when I click it, for some reason, it's not letting me zoom in on her shoes. I wonder what happens if I just copy the image and, like, paste it somewhere. Can I view the full thing? No, it copies it with a crop as well. Why is it censoring Kara's feet? For all I know, she's wearing Crocs with that ball gown, and I have to draw Crocs. So I'm just as a cuter. They are. You did hit your head hard as a kid. Oh no. I fell down a drain. I think I've had many fall type incidents. I'm trying to think if I actually remember hitting my head though. 3 biters at the bottom. This hat can actually bite, kind of logically, just saying. Kind of logically, this hat can eat you. I heard it from the source. Okay, and we're going to mark out the different colored lines for when we color the character, which I can do whilst the other thing is gathering votes, to be honest. One big stripe down the middle and then one extra one, so it's like this. Pretty cute. I really wanted to get a chance to draw a Jokey during art fight. Who misses art fight? Me. And now we can color it based on values again. This one yellow. Mochi, hold on. Let me zoom her shoes so you can see them. I'm so sorry, Mochi. I don't know what it is. My web browser's just not letting me click on it. It really isn't. It's like, this OC wears Crocs, actually. Okay, so we'll have like a lighter yellow, and that will definitely start by going on the hair. Reference, please, for values. Yellow on the inside of the coat. A lot of white, which we can work with. Darker shade for like the black and white areas, I guess. Also have the bells. Slowly. Jokey getting clothing slowly. I'm worried that's too similar to the line art color, but we'll see once this more. Once we've got more tones down, we'll see how it looks overall, and then we can change more. Oh, they have like a little cuff on the pants at the bottom. I'm just wondering if it'd be visible currently. We need to fix the stripes on these. Oop, not like that though. Like that? Yes. This one's dark. The other one is light. The inside of the heart is dark. Again, I can pick different tones as I go through with this, I guess. It doesn't need to be 3. I think Holly has a few different shades. Let's just get these all basically filled for now. And then we can start picking the colours apart more. Like, I think the yellow on the shoe. And we need a different tone colour for these because I need to break it up a little, surely. Maybe I need to make the line art darker to compensate. I mean, it's giving gold, which is still kind of a shade of yellow, right? So it works. I'm going to separate these extra dark colours a bit better. Whoa. Get a colour that's closer to white too for like the face. Hmm. Like this is gonna like we need to play with shading to get the. I think it's kind of okay currently. Noticing some issues on the trousers though. I want to fix that. Sorry, I'm like concentrating. Bagoki, you've got Nine Lana made cover of Propose. Pinocchio P released a new music video. I haven't seen the new Pinocchio P. I saw that in the taxi on the way to the hospital today. It was pretty good. I wonder if it's going to be worth adding this, but making it kind of thin. Repairing the line arcs I missed a bit. So it still keeps. Don't like that it's connecting to this part though, so we're going to change that. Cool. And how is the vote going? I can't see it. I'm on Mochi's page at the minute. Okay, Mochi did send some shoes though. So your channel, while you're making that, can I request you draw my avatar? My username is Take Me Jesus24. I'm currently working on other people's characters at the minute. The meme is currently quite full. Okay, there seems to be a voting bias towards Open Eyes currently with 8 votes. Go down my paper. Second image is the shoes. Shoes! He does have shoes. They're cute little heels. Okay, I've got them, Mochi. Thank you for your persistence. I'll add them to the sketch now so we don't lose them. Okay, did you see the photos of the brownies you made in Jello Shop? Wait, yes, they were really goofy and tasty looking. They look really good. That's Cara. Yeah, I just didn't drop feet at all. I gave her shoes. Okay, if we're doing open eyes, Holly needs her eyes opening then. And I can basically just give everyone like little pill eyes. Because it fits the chibi style. Oh, hi, Agent Jamie. Welcome. Roar. I'm drawing people's OCs today. Well, I'm animating them. We're going in a little group animation. From what I've seen, it's a pretty wholesome meme, so. I wonder if it's going to be worth making the eyes darker.
Okay.
Pale eyes, but I might put like a little sparkle in there, like a little shiny. Whoa, came an orange for a moment there. I read someone in a comment section today that said their parents nearly named them Tangerine. That was something. There's also a statistically high amount of people called Seven, like the number 7, which was interesting. That's around. Good that my characters inherently have pill eyes. Bagoki in the photos, my brownies look yummy. They look incredible, Bagoki, honestly. I want some. Jealous. So I can still put like a cute little sparkle on the eyes. Maybe the side sparkle. The side sparkle's giving classic. Might have to give them a side sparkle. And probably a little blush because it's cute. Yeah, we can definitely have a different bullet inside the scar too. Get some orange going. I think the rainbow theme is kind of cute, and it also ties everyone's characters together. It gives them something in common. What should be dark? The hair's darker, so it should be a darker orange than the orange that the suit is. I might have to actually make their orange line art a shade darker too. Now we're getting the values in. Cute. Use a scribble over all of the freckles. It'll autofill when it gets selected, so I only have to scribble them like this. It's fine. Never mind if we do it all. Quick goofed. Lolly. Squeaky Clean is hard at work with chores right now. Bubbles.
Hard at work with chores and shit.
Hard at work at chores, and I turn around and he's literally blowing bubbles at me. Literally blowing bubbles at me. I like bubbles, so. And the next poll's just gonna be like, bubbles.
Yes or no?
Thoughts?
No.
Everyone's gonna be like, I hate bubbles. What do you mean, joy and whimsy? Get out of here with joy and whimsy. Hi, Pebble. Bro has light colored shoes. Whoops. Looking a bit too pale though. Got something a little bit more toned there. That's orange. We have red, orange, yellow. We're on to green. Sunjaws, I gotta go, but wish y'all luck. Bye, Saran. It was good to see you. Skelly, Pinky, Lemon. We finished Holly. I'm gonna upload PNGs of everything to Discord when they're done. Collecting the starter green. sure the line art's the right color too. Not color, shade. Cute. But Goki, you're wondering what do you take photos of? You should do more food photography, which means make more brownies and then share it with chat. Me want. They look delicious. Put them into the chat, mail it to everybody. I'm sure it'll be just as good once it's arrived in the post. I'm playing with like curved shapes a little bit with this. And then this hair twirls into like, it's a little bit of a curl. It's cute. I need to DM someone else on the Discord actually to ask how they want to be credited. Go. This is a Homestuck OC. Anyone else in chat know what Homestuck is? What do you know about Homestuck? I know very little. I know some cursed lore about Homestuck, like the girl that tried to dye her skin grey for a cosplay in a hotel bathroom and dyed absolutely everything grey in the process. She decided it would be big brain that instead of using body paint, she could just try and dye her skin grey to be a troll cosplay because they have grey skin, right? And instead of suits, like morph suits and body paint, she opted to get a bunch of Sharpies, black Sharpies, run a bath in the hotel they were staying at with a friend, and fill it with Sharpies. So there was a big bath. It is now full of Sharpie pens. They then proceeded to get in it, and it wasn't just their skin that got dyed grey, it was the towels, it was the walls, it was the floor they stood on, it was the bath itself, all the ceramic ruined. Very interesting. I'm not sure if it's a good interesting, but it's an interesting. Sprug has exited the chat. I've been batch cooking all day. What kind of things have you batch cooked? I batch cooked a bunch of lasagnas and fresh pies at the beginning of this month. What's on the shirt? Smiley face. And you tagged me again in Prince John, my opponent, my enemy, Prince John. I will destroy him. And then Kara can be happy because I destroyed him personally. I would plot. Destroy Prince John, and then Kara can run away with Ash. And she doesn't even have to feel bad about it because John doesn't exist anymore because I destroyed him. I've been sent from England to destroy you. Me in the corner of Prince John's room at 3 a.m. I have been sent from England to destroy you. What can my weapon of England be? Something cringe. I was going to say I pull false promises of free dental care plans out of my pocket. I'll get you. I pull out my baseball bat of failing governments. I'm going to get him. It's a baseball bat. It's full of nails, and each nail represents a disappointed British citizen. And you just can't see the wood of the bat anymore. It's basically a metal bat because it's just got that many nails in it. It's become a mace, and it looks more like a bit of a handle and then like a massive ball because there's just loads of nails. Mochi, oh my god, I'm laughing. So, you know who won't be laughing? Prince John when I appear in his room at 4 a.m. because I've been sent to destroy him from England. I've cast a spell on him. I've cast a spell. He'll be running through the castle screaming, and I'll be chanting my spells, running after him with my giant baseball bat of disappointment. The spell is to lure him into a false sense of security. The spell is actually a protection spell I'm casting upon myself so that when I wield my baseball bat of baneful disappointment, none of that's going to come back on me, and it's all going to go on Prince John. I'm going to whap him. It's going to be like one of them, like whack-a-moles. Colby will probably help. He'd be in on it. He can help. We can like, hey, I'll get Macy. I'll be like, do you want to take down a monarchy? And Macy will rub their hands together. She'll be like, hell yeah, I do. Colby, do you want to just ransack a palace? And Colby's going to rub his hands together and he's going to be like, hell yeah, I do. Lead thy charge. Okay, let's see him. Let's go and see this photo of my hit on my hitman list, shall I? Just calmly plotting. He's nervously sweating right now in the corner of your room. Like, is this? Let me see. Prince Hort. He's even harassing Tara here. I'm offended. Don't worry. I also dabble in exorcism. Remember how I mentioned that baneful magic and the protection magic on myself? Well, guess what? I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna trap his spirit. I'm gonna bake him into something. I'm gonna eat him. He's not gonna haunt much then. He's gonna be dead. He's gonna be dead because I'm gonna eat the ghost. There's no ghost if it's just you don't need to store it anywhere. Where's the problem? That's the problem. Ghostbusters, Luigi's Mansion, they store a ghost somewhere and they inevitably get out. He can't be doing much if I eat him and he becomes a ghost turd. Gone. Don't worry, Kara, I've got you. The challenge is still on to ransack the palace. It's a really good illustration though, like talent-wise that is very illustration, but oh very good very illustration. It's very well drawn, it's very pretty. Obviously, Kara's there. Also Prince John, cringe. Mochi may draw a little cringe as a treat. The cringe is Prince John because I don't like him. It'd be fine if he wasn't the antagonist. It's okay to be mad at antagonists. It's kind of their job, right? Me with my sign saying Team Cash. Team Cash! Ash and Kara. They could be Cash. They are rich after all, the princess. See, got all the plans. I'm working it all out. Mochi, do you want to know more about Prince John and why he's the bad guy? He's the bad guy because he's mean to Kara and Kara's the best one. He's mean to poor Kara and Kara did nothing wrong. He kills puppies. He fights the elderly. He doesn't even fight the mean, entitled, rude elderly. He fights the elderly that'll like give you a cookie call you dear and be like, oh, you're tall. Can you reach this top shelf for me? For I am old. They're like the nice old people. Prince John fights the nice ones. This is just Prince John slander right now. Sorry. None of this is canon. This is just my OC slandering him. Totally. I know that he's in the arranged marriage. I know that much. So this character hasn't actually been coloured in. So I'm gonna have to make assumptions of their values unless creator is back in chat. The creator is in chat. Yeah, you can talk about your OC. I love hearing about people's characters. So it's like I'm making assumptions about the character's colour values because they've not got colour. I did think far ahead. But if changes need to be made, I can do those later. I'll send it to the creator and be like, yo, are these colours right? Oops. Prince John hearing my allegations sat there being like, what did I do? Everything. I don't like it. Sorry. Gotta be real, forcing a woman to marry you is pretty cringe. You know? So, I think it's deserved. Even the Zip Lord hasn't forced a woman to marry him. He's pretty stinky. So I could do like darker hair. I don't know. It could work if the character has like darker colors versus like lighter. I'm just working with values based on where it looks good, I guess, on the character. And then I'll send a screenshot and ask if the tones are right or if it needs changing. But you need to start somewhere. Another victim of needs the line art darker than it is. Oops. Mochi Part 1, Prince John rules the Iceland Kingdom, and he's a snow elf per se. Both his family died from the Eclipse Kingdom because Iceland attacked the Eclipse Kingdom. Oh, is it going to be one of them marriages where it's like you have to marry each other to kind of like stop the fighting? Is it one of them situations? I'm just going to get everything filled in for a moment. Okay, so we need a slightly darker shade to put in the skirt and in the twirl. And it's probably worth doing a slightly darker shade on the hair just for the back portion of the hair. Not that dark though. To help imply some depth, maybe. Correct, yes. Oh, Carson, hi! I'm so happy because tomorrow is the day, the festival I'm going to. You're going to the festival? Who are you bringing to the festival with you? Is it Birdley? You're bringing Birdley to the festival, aren't you, Carson? You're bringing Birdley. Birdley to the festival. Bullied. Mochi's currently doing a lore drop for Prince John, one of their OCs. So you've got like Spidey sensors for Mochi OCs right now. kind of want to put a slight shine on these because, oh yeah, I was doing the open eyes. Okay. Totally forgot. Minus, you know, Jokey who has a mask. Let's get those cute little lashes on though. And the sparkle. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I'm going to send a screenshot to them real quick. Because it's not too late to change anything, but I do want to try and get the character right. I do think the rainbow's cute. The rainbow was a fun idea, I think. I just want to send that on Discord real quick. You okay?
Yeah.
I do also need to add, technically, Tallied to double check how they would want to be.
What?
So I'm just going to add the people real quick. Who else was it? Milo. The screen name's Milo anyway. Carson, how the heck? Mochi. Because he just has a crush on Pinch John the back. What? Oh, you might want to listen to my rant earlier. Pinch John won't be around for too long. Oh no, I wrote ho instead of how. I'm going to change out that ho to a how real quick. Okay. I've just added a couple of people on Discord because I drew the characters. Who's next? Rayne! You see the transgender? Yeah, it's Rayne's OC. Cute. Actually, I think last time I heard them, their pronouns were he, him. But I've not checked their YouTube profile in a while. Okay, so we're going for like this shade. Bring the opacity back down, come back over here to check what the line art size was because I'm stoopy. Oh, that's too big. Okay, did it. Watch, why am I laughing so loud? I'm scared. I just love that people like my OCs. It's good. It's you're doing a good job. It's like honestly, it can be difficult to write a character that people don't like. I know it can be emotionally difficult for some people. I see it even in modern day writing, where you watch a show and they just have a problem letting their villains be villains. Not all villains need to be redeemed. Like, sometimes you can, but sometimes they don't need that. I think some people in modern writing can struggle to let their villains be villains and just get in on the laugh of, yeah, they're a jerk. We should bully them. You know? Writing a good character comes in many flavors. It's like when I was like, I made a chat decides comic, and collectively everyone was like, "Can we kill the Zip Lord?" And I was like, "Well, it is chat decides, so I suppose you can. How are we killing him?" I think he was crucified and set on fire. And then somebody, when I mentioned doing another one, was like, can we kill the zip lord a second time? We did a vote and everything. Everyone in chat was requesting it. So I was like, I'll put a poll up for the ideas we've had. And everyone just like swung into kill the zip lord. Execute him. It was very funny. I drew Darren with like really poofy hair.
Hi, Darren.
I don't know if Darren's in chat at the minute. If they are, they're probably podcast mode.
Okay.
Sorry, he. I like the skelly hoodie.
It is of the belief of all people that are streaming that people that aren't here are stinky, and then when they arrive here, they are no longer stinky.
Understandable.
Yes, yes.
Is that streamer law?
Yes.
Look cute there, ear. Try and make like the hair like really fluffy. Carson. One of my baby teeth are sideways and it's like wedged in between my two teeth. That sounds like it could be painful, but it's also, if it's not painful, kind of cool. It's very unique. But yeah, I still have anxiety. Oh no, what do you mean hooray? Hooray for consistency? Yippee! Okay, so apparently Zara is blonde, so we make the hair lighter. How's your chore quest going, Squeaky?
Bad.
What do you mean bad?
Oh. No one turned up for my stream today, so I'm sad.
No one turned up. Did you turn up?
No.
You didn't even turn up. Oh no.
No one means no one.
Not even you?
No, not even me.
Is it because the taxi took 2 hours?
2 full hours, yeah.
2 hours to drive us 20 minutes.
And then when we got home, they managed to make the brilliant decision of when we said in front of the white car under the tree, they went, okay, and park behind the white car, away from the tree.
Yeah, they never park in front of a house. They always just stop the car when we say in front of that place. They just stop the car, and I'm like, bro, that's not my house. Not as bad as one that tried making me get out the car several stops away from my house. And I'm like, my house isn't even visible from here. What do you mean get out? No. That was crazy. That was because he took another job whilst he was still dropping me off. And then he was like, oh no, I'm gonna be late and they're gonna be mad. And I'm like, it's not my fault. I mean, technically broke the rules. Carson, hooray for anxiety. Not very hooray. Like, also, the adult tooth is below sideways, and I'm scared to pull it out. It's fair to be scared. It's a big procedure. I have had a wisdom tooth removed, so I have experienced having a tooth pulled.
Sam.
Squeaky Clean has had a wisdom tooth removed. So those that don't know, you have your full set of baby teeth. They fall out. You grow your grown-up teeth, and then later you can also get wisdom teeth at the back. And I won't go into too many technical details because I don't know how like needles or anything freaking you out, giving you anxiety. But I can try and relieve the anxiety by saying I didn't feel any pain. They are very good. They were very for me. Speaking of his thoughts too, so you've got two accounts. For me, it was very. They did a very thorough job of numbing everything. Anesthetic can sometimes sting a bit whilst the nerves are going numb. But then I didn't feel anything, and then all I felt was kind of like a pushing and pulling on my jaw because obviously they've got to push and pull. They can give your head support. They were also very considerate and comforting and kind. And you will have someone there that's just there to support you. Did you have much pain, Squeaky?
No, I had my top tooth done so they didn't even push on my jaw.
Well, that's true. If it's in the top part, they don't have to push. If it's on the bottom jaw, they have to push.
Yeah.
I don't know if that insight is a little helpful.
Tip, if you do get it, don't take aspirin beforehand. It's a blood thinner, it will stop clogging.
Yes, don't take any. You should probably Google what type of painkillers to use. The equivalent of a paracetamol you can take beforehand, but anything that acts as a blood thinner you shouldn't take. And oh my gosh, once you've had it pulled, do not spit the blood out. It can cause dry socket, and that is a big problem. That is painful.
Also, keep the tooth, it's cool.
Keep the tooth. I didn't get to keep mine. Mine, because it was pulled at a hospital, they counted it as, oh, well, it's a biohazard or something. We're not allowed to let you take them. And I'm like, bro, I grew that. What do you mean? Literally made that myself. DIY. Why can't I have it? Look, okay, I hope I did well my Spanish test. I think I did. I'm bad. I'm stressing out. Well, you've done it now. Try not to focus too hard on the stress. You can't control it anymore. I'm sure you did your best.
As long as you didn't walk in and go, Buongiorno, you're good.
And they were like, well, actually, no, wrong language. Get out. I was telling the story of my Italian test. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a long one. But it's definitely an interesting one. Right, this character's freckles. Okay, Rayne's looking pretty cute, actually. Easy, but that's my first reaction, split out the blood. I hate the blood. As much as you can resist it, I'm really sorry, because I hated this bit too. You need to swallow it. They put something in to cause it to clot better and faster. But dry socket is very painful and takes a long time to treat. So if you can, try not to spit as much as you can, because you need not to get dry socket. Take a painkiller before that doesn't contain a blood filler. For example, with paracetamol, if we took it 2 hours before I go into the appointment, it gives it time for the medicine to work and start numbing pain sensors pre-op. And then obviously when you're after that and you're done, you can take more of it within whatever's recommended for your age and for the drug being used. But you can take some in advance, so it's preemptively numbing things. They give you super good numbing stuff. They'll take care of you, okay? If you can get there earlier for your appointment, then if you do have a panic attack, you have more time to calm down before your appointment happens too. You might not have a panic attack, you might just have a bit of anxiety, but it'll give you a chance to kind of do some breathing and calm down and prepare for it. Rayne has two-tone hair, actually. Oops. So we do need to separate it a little. Cute. They have dark and light. Carson, ugh. Yeah, I know. I am 110% on your side with that one. It is gross. It is grim. It was not great. It wasn't as grim as I thought it would be when I had to do it. But it's still not pleasant. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Everyone has different pain tolerances, so it's hard to say how much it hurts after it's done. For example, I was surprised at how not particularly sore I was and how well the pain was managed afterwards as well. But different pain tolerances exist. They're professionals, they'll take care of you, they'll know what they're doing. Music stopped. Come back. Carson, why must I have teeth in this world? I just want to be a jellyfish. Or an alien. What other means would you eat? How would you eat? You could have shark teeth. I'd take shark teeth. Shark teeth that grow out, that shed and regrow so that they stay sharp. But then again, imagine biting the inside of your cheek. That'd be quite a big ouchie, actually. And on the light part is at the back, dark parts at the front. Dark grey on the top. Yeah, look at that dark grey. Heck yeah. I'm probably going to get a darker colour on the stripes of the pants. The shoes are also dark. And probably the underside of the ear. I think they have spots on their ear too. Yeah, little spots. Darker on the top than it is on the bottom. We can accommodate. Always watching. I just realised something. This is Drawtober or Inktober. It is. I also haven't streamed in a minute because of life, you know. If you check out the Discord server, I shared the official. Now, there's tons of different types of Drawtober challenges, but the official one I shared to the community posts jobs update because it's a community project in a way, technically. So if you're curious to see what the prompts for this year are, they are all on there. I do like the colour transition, it's pretty cute. We got Dear Rayne. Sniped. I might make the cheeks a bit lighter though. Darker even, so we can see them. Cutie. Maybe paler on the bones on the sleeve so they're a bit more apparent. Now we're on to Milo. I wonder if Dear Rayne needs darker line art. I think they're okay. You played a bunch of volleyball. A bunch of volleyball today. You know, I've never actually played volleyball. Did you play it at a beach? Did you have your beach moment? Character's wonderfully detailed. They're very pretty. Very pretty. Take a deep breath. Take your time with this one. There's a lot going on. Getting like nice shapes in the hair. It is really funny, like comparing this sketch to the final illustrations. The whole of last stream was me being like, my sources trust me, bro. They'll look nice, I promise. think Kara is soon. I was mistaken. Kara is like 4 along. Which does arts. You shed more. Let me go read. Okay. So actually, Prince John doesn't know that his kingdom is attacked by the Eclipse Kingdom first. After many years of ruling the kingdom, and the reason why he's still called Prince John is because he's not married yet, so he needs a bride to be called king. Oh. When Kara's parents went to Iceland to ask Prince John to see if he would like to marry her, he said no at first, but when Kara's parents showed a picture of her, he realized how beautiful she is and that she is the most beautiful woman in the world because he's vain. I mean, he's right. He's right, though. And Prince John went to the Lunar Kingdom, saw Kara for the first time for the rearranged marriage gala, where you get to see your arranged marriage. And of course, she didn't like him back because she's already got a husbando. She don't need him. She doesn't need the husbando from Temu. She already has her luxury, high quality Ash husbando. She doesn't need Timu Prince John. Doesn't need him. Timu husband. A literal prince. Timu. Um. But of course, for her parents, she had to pretend to like him, and Prince John had bad intentions at first, but after about 3 months kind of knowing each other, he realized that he actually does like her, and he actually listened to her conversations until she was hanging out with Ashmore, and then that's when Prince John starts to grow more jealous. And then it's followed by Carson's "Why must I have teeth in this world? Why can't I be a jellyfish?" Always watching has said, really, yeah. I'm assuming that's to the Drawtober prompts. Carson, I love bright colours like this. I'm glad. There's going to be a cute little rainbow. Let's see. Oh, you messed up. It was part 9. um. So when Kara's little sister Isabella got sick, she knows she has a condition where her magic doesn't work. She has this birthmark that makes her sick. What happens next? That's a cliffhanger. You're leaving on a cliffhanger? You're leaving me on a cliffhanger. Mochi, type faster. Sorry. I'm sorry. Pretty please write faster and not leave us on a cliffhanger. I'm enjoying my story time. Come back. So basically, Prince John asked Ash to see if he can give her this medicine. Ah, so he's trying to cure her sister. Where are we up to? Ah, yes, over here. So this character has little wings on their head. I'm trying to replicate the artist's style of doing them, which layers them like fluffy clouds. Pretty cute. Jokey! Jokey jump scare. I'm not drawing wings on you, Jokey. Jokey, if you want wings, you need to go and talk to Cryglitch. I'm sure Cryglitch is lovely. I'm sure he'll listen. And maybe tell you no, you're not allowed. He'll listen. Carson, Mochi type faster. We want our bedtime story. Angie face. Precisely. No, we gotta be nice. We gotta be nice. Green, please. With sprinkles on top. Pretty please with sprinkles. And like that really tasty sweet cherry they put on milkshakes. Chocolate sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles, a bit of sherbet. Make it really tempting now. I'll make it like one of those monster shakes and put an entire slab of cake on top. Think about the diabolical stunt milkshakes I've seen in my life. Go. Bump just isn't forming right. I'll do. Crown has a really cool shape, I think. I think this is a character where it might need different eyes, like Jokey. Jokey got an exception to the rule because Jokey has a mask. This character, Doots, is an exception to the rule as well, because Doots has different shaped eyes. Well, this character's giving Earthreal. The eyes kind of look like if they opened, they'd be blinding stars, so don't want to risk that. It's giving Be Not Afraid in a good way. Make them sharper. Or make them pointier. I think the soft edge is cute. I don't know, I just like softer line work. Oh. Much does arts. The medicine is actually poison, so basically Prince John was trying to frame Ash to be the bad guy, and of course Ash went to jail because everyone thought Ash gave her poison. What? What? Carson, Mother, please type faster. We would adore if you were to give us a lovely story as we drift off to sleep, as said as a Victorian child. Oh no. Please read us a good bedtime book story so we can be energized to go in the mines in the morrow. We need sweet tidings and to dream of happiness and joy before we go and get black lung in the mines. Can't watch another canary perish in the mines without my bedtime story, Mother. So they used to bring canaries into mines because canaries, and birds in general, but canaries are very sensitive to gases. And what would happen, don't worry, as a happy end, is the birds would, well, they'd perish, they'd suffocate first, thus saving the lives of all the people in the mines because they could then run to safety before we had human life loss. However, the men working the mines were sad that this meant that they lost the bird. They liked their canary. The singing of the bird would actually give them some joy while they're in the mines. They saw it as a pet and friend. So they actually invented a bird CPR device. The first bird CPR to be used, I think, at least in England, was invented by miners to save their canaries because they had no other way of testing for the gas at all. They had no options. But they wanted their bird to be okay, so they would keep a close eye on it. Obviously, there'd be someone monitoring it for obvious reasons. And they invented a whole CPR device to save it if it did suffocate. So if it passed out, they could run out with it. Everyone else would run out, obviously, as well. And they'd be resuscing the bird so they didn't lose the birds. I'd like to think that the bird then would retire because, it's already been injured, technically. It's like it's sad the bird needed to be used as well, but the fact that they loved the birds enough, it led to innovation. Bird CPR. Obviously, it'd be better if they just, didn't mind. That'd be good. Don't risk human, don't risk bird, win-win. But the workers themselves didn't have a choice in that. They just had get a job or not, And it was those same workers that were like, I don't want to hurt the bird. We should make a CPR device for a bird. And they did. Carson, please, Papa, I mean Mama, in the most normal way ever. Absolutely in the most normal way ever. We're being Victorian children, we're not being weird. I mean, we're being weird, but in a silly way. We're all weirdos, but silly ones. Part 14. Don't worry, her little sister Isabella will be okay. She's just very sore throat and coughing a lot. Okay. Sounds like me when I'm sick. Basically, Kara's parents were furious at Ash, sent him to jail where Ash got tortured. Excuse me. Even though he was already tortured by his captain for all those years. Excuse me. And of course, Prince John comforted Kara, and that's when they almost kissed. It's like, on the one hand, I want them to have their moment. On the other hand, I want them to have a happier circumstance than I might perish. Goodbye. No, you may not perish as a treat. Not even a little bit as a treat. I'm getting good lore for my... Would my OC that hates Prince John, would they be from the Icelandic kingdom because he's around and it's like, ew, cringe, this guy? Or would they be from Kara's? Are they biased because they're from Kara's and also biased because King John is cringe? My character is a psychic and knows this stuff, but no one believes them and just thinks they're the local kook. They're like, you're not psychic, Villager. Villager, they're not. You're not psychic. I'm like, no, he lied. He told Ash, right? He told Ash that it was a cure and it was curative and it was actually poison. And he did it to frame because he's jealous. And they're like, you're Villager. You can't possibly know all this because one, this would have all took place in the royal kingdom of which you, as a peasant, haven't entered. So how do you know this? And I'm like, because I'm psychic. And I look directly into the fourth wall and I'm like, you guys know I'm right. And they just stare and go, deeply sigh, pat me on the head, walk away. I'm like, please wear my shirt. And it's just a picture of a guillotine and Prince John. And they just shake their head slowly, like, no, no. I'm really good at running, and that's why the guards haven't caught me yet. I'm too fast, too quick. Is this is this the nature of a villager of a kingdom OC you envisioned, Mochi? Too fast, too quick, runs away. They're the same. They're the same person. What was it? You said that there was like a while ago. You mentioned there being like a concert or something that was meant to be like a vote between. Yeah, it was a community post. A vote between a concert for Reggie and Melody won. And I decided it was like a concert thing. Don't worry, because I was literally the one person that voted Reggie, and I'm like, I'm stood out there with him with my shirt. Like, don't worry. Can I help you? You have a treat for Pebble?
You could give him a treat.
He's very good at treats and like screaming for them. Puff, 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 puff.
This is actually hilarious.
He's like rapid fire puffing it. Blank.
He has had his paws trimmed.
Oh, I was going to do that tonight.
Yeah.
He can stop murdering people with his pointy teeth. Mochi, now I really want you to make a design. I'm debating what creature I'd be. I like flying. What kind of creature for the creature feature? They have a name, but they don't tell anybody because they're paranoid. And so they just call them something like Villager. There you go. They have an uncanny ability of getting into places and running away. Ash is in prison. They can't do anything. They have this knowledge of what we know, this fourth world knowledge, but at the expense of they can't really do much about it. They can't break Ash out of jail and interrupt the story, but they can certainly be there, like sign my shirt when they got an opportunity, and it's a picture of just Prince John next to a guillotine, and Ash is there like, I'm a knight. Why are you asking me to autograph something? And I'm just like nodding and pointing to my temple, like, because I know things. Sign my shirt. Do you want one? I've got you one. I'm sure you want one. Slip it in his back pocket. This guy, total dweeb. I understand. Can you imagine them hearing, being like, okay, so this guy advocating for the murder of the prince, running around the village. We keep trying to catch them, but like, I guess they're just too quick. Can you imagine the actual royals hearing that and being like, what do you mean they're just too quick? That's your excuse? You're the royal guard. What do you mean? It's like, I don't know. It's like they've got OC plot armor or something. And they're using it to be annoying. I just manifested my rage at Prince John, and that's how I got there. Contributes nothing, doesn't have a bakery or nothing cute. Makes bad t-shirts, runs away. The stripe kind of comes around this side too. I like it being like a little spiky on the end. And then we've got the cool scene stripe lines. Actually, I think Carson's OC has the scene stripes in their hair too. Fagoki, I'm listening to this storyline like it's an audiobook. Uh, is that audiobook of the stream? Let's see, we've got more. Part 15. Basically, Kara's parents were furious at Ash and sent him to jail when Ash got tortured even more, even though he was tortured by his captain for all those years. Which Prince John Prince John comforted Kara. Cringe. And that's when they almost. I misread that. It was Prince John that almost kissed her. I was shooting. Well, see, has just got this knowledge. They were mid screen printing shirts, and then this knowledge, as I received it, zapped into their head, and they kind of went from like they're just screen printing I hate Prince John shirts to post through people's letterbox like this. There's the screen print machine, and then as they got the news, they were just like, this. Not impressed. Oh, excuse me. Any more color variants? We skipped the star leggings, I think, because this character is small. The animation is small. I can do the bodysuit. Oh, Nagoki has date fruits. I've never actually tried dates. Until the guards told Prince John to come and help with something like royal duties. So basically, for punishment, Ash has to be in the tower chained up, kind of like from Notre Dame where Quasimodo was changed. That is so rude. You know what? I'll be like them gargoyles from A Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'll be chilling with them. I'll make them a little model of the city. I'll drop off little figurines of everybody, and I'll be like, look, here's you and Kara, and oh, look, you're holding hands. I put a magnet in their little rope hands so they hold hands. Look at that. And you know what? I put the opposite magnet in Prince John's, so when he's near Kara, he actually pushes her hand away. She actually rejects him actively. And now I'm going to put him in the latrine, and it's going to splash. I've not actually put Dookie in there because I don't want to touch that, but it is water with food colouring because I do dislike him that much. Look, and that's where he can stay, don't worry. Don't worry, I brought you like a steak bake as well. I know those are pretty good. It's from Greg's. And he's gonna look at me like I am completely crazy and be like, hey, can you like undo the chains? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. Can't affect your storyline, bro. I can offer you another t-shirt. God damn. Then I look at my watch and I go, oh no, it's that time, I need to go. And he's like, what do you mean it's that time? And it's like, well, it's nearly 3 a.m. So what I do now is I stand in the corner of Prince John's room and just make faces at him. Sometimes I wear Halloween masks. I want him to go crazy. An absolute mission. You have a JAU now. And it's just trying to destroy Prince John's sanity. So he quits and goes home. Empty his wardrobe. Fill it with I Hate Prince John's shirts. And then he's going to stand there like, I can't wear none of these. It's like, yep, now you have to go around town in your pajamas like a weirdo. Everyone's going to think you're a weirdo. Bullied. I think if I were one of these characters, aside from your citizen, I'd be quite done with your citizen at this point. I'd be quite mad. Can we get rid of this guy? Who's this guy? And can we get rid of them, please, who invited them? They call themselves just citizen, but I don't have any record of there being a citizen by that name. Who are they? Be exiling myself. Oh no, am I technically your world's Zit Lord now? That's unfortunate. But also, it's important. We gotta bully Prince John. What if he had have actually killed her sister, then what? Does he care? Does Prince John care that he could have actually potentially killed the sister? Was that in his plan? How confident was he? I think everybody else should also make self-insert characters, and all of your OCs should buy my OCs. They're not even for sale. They're free. You should all help yourself to I Hate Prince John. One of the shirts says my 1-2 crew pairing, so my OTP, and it's a picture of the guillotine and Prince John. And they have like a little blush because they love each other. They're in a heart, and it's a guillotine and Prince John. They're free. Don't worry. Make your OC. They can be whatever you want, but mine will post that shirt through your letterbox. You'll get it. We'll get it. I wonder if they should have the audacity to mail one to the Royal Kingdom, up to the palace, and it's like, oh, we've had a delivery to the palace, and they open it up and it's that. So, that is some audacity. Could tell them that it's the new work uniform. Let's make that darker. Getting pretty cute. Who wants to share their OC story? Tell me your villain, and maybe I'll become an op for them as well. You know, I did have it reminds me of a character idea I've had. I'm tempted to discuss also. Ash found out by the guards that Prince John and Princess Cara are getting married early, and of course Ash wants to get out right, so his guard friends, known as Aries, and her little brother. Basically the next day, I thought it was a repeat post, sorry. Cara and John went to where Cara and John were about to get married. Ash saves the day by telling everyone the whole truth, even though nobody believed him until he told Cara straight to her. But after all these adventures together, trying to save the both of the kingdoms, and we were left empty-handed because I was afraid that you won't love me back, but now I realized. So he confesses that he loves her? I'm also at this wedding, just so you know. Very angry, but I'm there. I'm dressed in wedding appropriate clothings because love a fancy outfit. But if you look really close, my jewelry is all guillotine themed. The execution vibe is still going strong. You should have a really cute happy ending where guillotine's brought into the Iceland kingdom.
Wee
Wee wee wee.
wee wee wee.
Speaking of monarchy, what have we got currently? Mochita's Arts, you're actually the monarch. Bogoki is the heir to the throne, and Carson, you're the knight in shining armor. Astral Blaze got demoted. Hello, Pebble. Are you looking for treats?
Pebble.
Pebble's very good at looking for food and claiming that he's not eaten. It's a super talent of his.
Are you looking for a hot water bottle? I'm on break.
Carson Part 1. When V was a child, her father was in a war but died, sadly, and V and her mother would visit his grave. The next few years, V was 14 years old, but her mother got deadly sick. We've got extra bedtime stories creeping in. Part 22. But now I realize that I love you, Kara, and I want to be with you. Oh, this is what Ash is saying. He told Kara that after all these adventures together, trying to save the both of the kingdoms, and we left empty-handed because I was afraid that you wouldn't love me back. But now I've realized that I love you, Kara, and I want to be with you when we grow together. I rejected these feelings because I was afraid of how people will look at you to be with me. I'm gonna cry. Immediately, I'm like, I can do a better job on that curve, actually. That is better. No, it maybe. What's her parents gonna say? They think he tried to kill her sister. What did he say when he gave it to her? Did he say, like, I'd have been like, Prince John told me to give you this. He said it was He said it was curative and that you were going to get better. This is from Prince John. Full disclosure, this is from this guy, not me. And he's asked me to give you this. Him, not me. Or was it he took the credit because he thought, like, he didn't expect it to actually be poison? I'm sure he wouldn't have given it her if he thought it would actually had a risk of being poisonous. How is your chores quest going, Squeaky?
I feel like shit.
Squeaky has a friend coming over, so he's doing tasks to prepare for friend visit. This is another example of a character with an alternative mouth or face shape, so certain features have stayed. I can open this character's mouth eyes, though. They already have pill eyes. Oh. Squeaky Clean told. Squeaky Clean pointed out the time with which it's bedtime. Let's see. Part 23, I wouldn't have never wanted to hurt your little sister because Prince John gave me the medicine and manipulated me, telling me that it'd help your little sister. And Kara's going to believe him because she's going to believe him, right? She's going to say, you know, the main reason I was upset was the concept of, wow, why would he do that? I would have never expected him to do that. To hurt someone and to hurt me and to hurt my sister who I care about. I never thought he'd do something as cruel as that. And now it makes sense because Prince John did it. Sorry, I mispronounced Prince Dookie. I'm Prince John, yes. Mispronounced by accident. Shifty eyes. Sorry. Prince, I'm gonna fight him. That looks more like they're sad, so I might adjust that mouth actually. I did like a slight curve to make it a little bit of a happier letter P instead of a sad letter P. Okay, that's pretty cute. I like how it goes from this intensely detailed character to a minimalist character. It has a really fun look to it. Whoa. So I'm hoping to get this finished this week. Realistically, it's doable. And then we can do... Oh, this one's already coloured in values. So I can, like, stick to its colour panel. The official colour tones for stuff to a degree. I might add I'm tempted to add a slight shade to the hair or the mouth, but the character itself doesn't have it and they're already in values, so I feel like it's actually kind of fun to leave them as they actually are. Oh, and this character needs to be blonde. So the hair needs to be paler. And I'm probably going to mess around with the tones on other things like the hat to rebalance out the values. So it just rebalances her a little. I'm going to send the screenshot to the creator and see if they have thoughts. I know I don't have thoughts. Let's say I'm letting them do adjustments because they haven't got an official colour palette on the character. I think we're halfway through them all. Night Watcher, you're next. Little robot. Little robot. We have some story from Carson too. Continuing the cliffhanger. Where were we? And then I'll read Carson's as well. Never hurt her. Wait a minute. I'm assuming Kara's response. Wait a minute. It all makes sense now. Ash didn't hurt my sister. It was that monster. Yes. Prince John. Yes. Crowd gasps, me included. I'm like, ugh. And also I'm thinking, I told you so, but I'm not going to take that moment. Why did I believe you, Prince John, you monster? Parents being shocked, Prince John being furious because he didn't get what he wanted and became a big giant ice monster. Kill him. Set him on fire. And we have double bedtime story. We've got some more from Carson as well. So, some story time from Carson. When V was a child, her father was in a war but died, sadly. And every day, V and her mother would go to visit his grave. Next few years, when V was around 14 years old, her mother got deadly sick. Turns out V's mother was cursed by one of Kira's, the alien. We will get to her later. We get aliens in this one. Heck yeah. Aliens and monsters. People with a spell that can't be cured. V's mother died after 2 months of the curse when V found out she was torn. She only lasted 2 months? Damn. V promised herself that she will tear apart Viroya? Viroya? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Kira's planet. Understandable. And win for both of all her dead parents. V. I'll adopt you, don't worry. I will also support your dreams, V, don't worry. 14-year-old baby orphan? Alone? Who is giving them delicious dinner? 14-year-old can't run a house by self. Or shouldn't be. Poor baby. Don't worry. I can bond as adoptive foster parent, and our bonding moment shall be making. Well, this is a totally original concept, guys. T-shirts. And the t-shirts say things like I hate Kira heart guillotine OTP. I know you've never heard of it before. This isn't copy and paste. You're off to destroy a planet, honey? Don't worry, I've packed you a lunch. Cut your sandwiches just the way you like it. Off you go. Probably bad parenting to let a child go and destroy a planet, but be like, look, what outfit? Just like the night before, be like, right, so I know you're off to destroy the planet tomorrow. What outfit were you thinking of wearing? I'll make sure it's cleaned and ironed for you. And they'll be like, I'm destroying a planet. No one's going to be looking at the creases in my clothes. And it's like, but, aw. We're on the way out, and it's like, you've got extra snackies, don't worry. Does anyone else plan their outfits a day ahead? I usually do. I'll be laying there in bed if I've got something I'm doing the next day, even if the event is shopping. I'm like, what do I want to wear tomorrow? And I'll like mentally plan my outfits while I'm laying in bed. Okay, that one is bigger than this one. They are not symmetrical. Let me just move the ball across. Why Carson trauma makes for a better story. And that moving on to Kira now. Kira was 16 when the curse was casted on V's mother, but she was not very sure if she should support them. Her parents forced her against her will. Oh, so we need to make I hate Kira's parents because they manipulated the child. Okay. I heart Kira's parents X guillotine OTP. Bad parents and a big arrow pointing to them. I'm with bad parents, and then we stand next to Kira's parents and the arrow's pointing. Yeah. Carson. Kira was scared if she said no, her parents were abusive, so she did it anyway. And when Kira turned 17, her parents left her to take care of the planet. Not cool on their end. So now I need to adopt Kira too? Single mother of two. I'd be like, okay, fine, you're having your showdown. I've swapped out your guns for Nerf guns. Give me your outfit. I'll make sure it's cleaned and ironed too. Don't worry, I'll pack your sandwiches too. Mochi stars. So continuing, he turned into a monster. He almost ended up freezing the entire Lunar Kingdom? Damn. Prince John snatches Kara up in the tower. Excuse, take your hands off her. Ash climbs up the tower, destroys it, tries to destroy the monster, but the monster uses his eyes to stab Ash through the chest? And Ash fell to the ground from the tower? And Kara fell to the ground from a tower? Are they... They don't have a pulse, do they have a pulse? Do they have a little pulse as a treat? Like, Ash is a orc, isn't he? So maybe he'd be beefy enough to survive a fall like that, but... Mousy is watching from afar and they're screaming like, oh, oh, they're... No! You gotta survive. You can't just leave us with John. Ew. Mochi's all this lore, and I'm over here still trying to draw my OC's 30th something redesign. It's okay, everyone's at different places when it comes to characters. You don't even need to have a story for your OCs, you can just enjoy designing characters and drawing them. If one of your goals is one day to have a story for them, that's also a fun aspiration. Everyone's at different places of creating. No one's better or worse for different reasons, you know? We changed it to the open eyes. I'm invested. Mochi, Kara wakes up and saw Ash was covered in blood. She was so furious that she had to use her healing abilities to heal her entire kingdom and destroy Prince John. Is that what that picture is? Where she's like burnt out from overusing her magic and Ash is like, oh my god, please survive? Is that what that's about? I'm gonna have to sit in a dark corner for after this. I need to heal myself by making my Hound Nutjob character making shirts in the dark. Be like, it's okay. We have the... It's my character making some shirts. They probably weren't invited to that wedding, but they showed up. They just run fast enough, and that's it. It's nothing special. They're just outrunning the guards somehow. Somehow. It's called OC plot armor. We're gonna have to make like a whole ending up with like a whole web series comic AU spin-off thing. This character is actually a pretty dark robot color, the robot itself. So we're gonna make a lighter colored suit on this one. I'm probably gonna make the line art a bit darker too. Carson. Where were we up to? She was overwhelmed every other day and didn't know what to do. She was moved to Earth to get away from everything. But then she runned to V. Vera was scared for her life because she knew what V wanted to do. And before V could even say anything, Kira ran away as fast as she could. I mean, she is also a child and a victim and scared. So, yeah, and in charge of a whole planet. A whole planet. So I'd say that's a pretty justified reaction. Realistic. Who else would want to run away in those situations? I probably would. V realized Kira wasn't the one that killed her mother and backed away. But V dropped something without realizing. Ooh, law drop, literally. I'm going back to the Icelandic kingdom. Now the kingdom has been saved, and of course Kara did survive, and Kara's eyes have turned into gold instead of blue. We've had the ultimate Molchi lore drop here. Have you wrote this up, or is this all stuff in your head that you've just typed out? Because you're going to have to save this stream at some point and be like, write that down, write that down. Don't worry, I'll get into audiobooks just for you and Kara. Might be cute her make the cheeks a lighter colour hair. We've been absolutely treated this stream. We got OCR, we got OC content, story content. We have been fed. We are all collectively going to bed with tummies full tonight, guys. Cute. I'm going to darken the line out a little. We are over halfway through the OCs. Well, the next one is Carson. Carson's is next, right? And Kara with her no feet. Little Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We would reach the relevant characters just as we get to the end of all the lore drops. Mochi, all the stuff is in my head right now at the moment. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to send you back through the stream. We won't delete the stream. We'll edit. Oh, but she survived. That is insane. That is some insane lore. That's really cool. I want to watch the movie. I want to watch the movie, Mochi. Please. Movie for me, please. I think everyone else wants to watch the movie too. I'm speaking on their behalf. Don't worry, I know. I asked them secretly. Totally. Kara found her sister finally standing and actually walking for the first time because her little sister's condition, she couldn't walk until now. They both hugged. Aww. So, like, Kara's magic saved her too? Healed her? And Carson, so the thing dropped without realizing. Kira ran after V and pointed out that the thing she dropped, saying, ma'am, you dropped some V patted Kira's head. Yuri? Oh no! You don't have to say anything. You're good. Walked away. Oh no! Excuse me. You dropped it. You dropped. You've dropped. You've. This is looks through pages a little bit. This is looks at the back of the cover. Going bright red. Thinking, do I have to say the word? Pat, don't worry, you don't have to say it. Just gently takes the hand from the book from the hand even. You don't have to say, shh, it's our secret. Slips it into coat, underneath coat pocket. Walks away. Womp womp. No, Yuri won't want roses. I thought you meant like she dropped a Yuri book, like a book of Yuri, like a manga. That would be quite a way of introducing the characters to each other. You dropped your You dropped your fine literature. I stand by what I said. Yes, literature. Nah, that's ugly. Let's try again. Oh, cute. No, it's a joke. Carson, Yuri manga isn't real in this timeline. What did they drop then, if not a manga? Maybe they pioneered manga and wrote it them, and they're like the first person to ever write a manga ever. Does anyone know what oldest recorded manga is? What's the first ever manga actually? That's a big question, right? Trying to get the hair to look cute. I'm getting kind of tired. And this one is another exception to the rule with the mouths because they have a big uwu mouth and that is cute, so it's staying. We probably have food ready. Carson, also my thumb is bleeding because I keep peeling off the skin. Oh. There's a photo of V and her parents. Aww. That is cute, but it's not as funny as dropping a whole Yuri book and being like, here's how your main antagonist and hero meet each other. And their first proper social interaction was you drop your book. Oh. Ah, this character has like a jester collar. Get the shapes nice for it. Like in the sketch, it's just like a wiggle, and I'm like, future me'll know what it is. Future me did know what it is. I was right. I'm like, yep, a wiggle. That's probably a jester collar. Go past me. I can translate, don't worry. And they have lots of sparkles. Does your character have a tail there, actually? Is that like a spiky crocodile-like tail at the back? Because I can add that in if I've missed it. That looks like a tail to me. But okay, I'm gonna take a bath soon since it's been hot all day. It's gonna be a cold bath. You've had a hot day? It's been storming in England today, apparently. I mean, the news says it's a storm, but I'm looking at the weather and being like, average at best. I have to go soon anyway. I stuck around for the lore drops to continue. Respectfully, you're all putting in that much time writing about your characters. I'm gonna read them. I also want to know. I figured chat would appreciate not the cliffhangers too, you know? I probably have to go for food soon. Don't even know what we're eating, actually. Not brownies that Bagogi made because he didn't share them with chat. Sad face. I'm thinking of trying again to make them. I think my main problem was that the brownie tin I used. For context, this is a recipe we shared in Discord, and about 3 of us went and made the brownies, me included, and shared pictures of the results. I think my main problem was that they stayed gooey and were delicious, but my tin was way too big for the dish. So I'm thinking if I double the ingredients and basically make it thicker, I might get more accurate brownies to the way they were meant to look. Cutest little anglerfish, actually. Adorable. Do they have the tail? Please don't spare me. Oh no. Your thumb won't stop bleeding. You should probably go and wash and plaster that up then. We got quite a lot. Look at how, like, cute that little sway is going. I like how their feet are moving. These sort of things where you see lots of different characters is quite fun, I think. I'd like to do more where I'm doing one sole piece dedicated to AOC as well. Sort of like if I did this, but I just picked one OC and did a full GIF for them. I want to do another project like that soon. So we get like some actual full GIFs of characters, but these little collab pieces are also pretty cute. Please spare me. Oh, I'm glad they all have a happy ending, Mochi. Oh, we got to 8 likes on the video. Thank you. Mochi Stars Arts, you're the monarch. Carson, you're the heir to the throne. Bagoki, you're the knight in shining armor. And in a close place trying to steal the knight ship is Agent Jimmy. But we have reached the end of the live stream, everybody. Thank you all for joining in. It's been a really fun stream. It's been really interesting. We had some OCE stories to share. They've been really fun to talk about and read. Cliffhangers galore, honestly. And thank you to everyone that we've seen in chat today. So starting with the Monarchs, Mochi, not Uzi, Mochi, Carson, Bagoki, Agent Jimmy, Astroblaze, Typically British Chris and the Sprog, Saran Draws, Dude Bro, Delete Your Channel, fun name. Squeaky Clean, Skelly Bones. We did have a new person in chat, I think, as well. No, it was something to do with the Lorax, right? Like I speak for the trees or something. Somebody with a Lorax username was in chat, I swear. And Squeaky Clean. Thank you all for joining the live stream. It's been really fun talking with you all. The live stream schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time, depending on where we are. Skelly, I think I forgot to shout Skelly. Depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Have a sweet. I'm so tired. Have a great day or sweet dreams. Bye bye.